Yeah, man, you know the thing going on. One West badness. Know the thing already. Yo, Naya attack. Yeah, Z. Black party chip, long grass clip, belly full one for shit. Fat grass me chip, select ya for shift to blood clot, the tip, the pan shot to clip. Me could tear we wave the ras clap, flick it. Mini care with tape reverse cartridges. Batman village, rank charge it is become argue with. I saw me killer them ball, gun in a hand pan each got them hole. The tall rifle we bring a 10-fold, them blood class scope, ya looking at them soul. Now make we bring a dead toll. Up with the food, now make it in a them cool. Tell me Sachin, say the thing I get cool. If me circle again, me say skin I get poor. Hey, black family, a goddamn village, we not damn silly. Factory Babylon not billing, so fuck them system, a bad man living. Racks not chilling, unfeed the money, Dan man willing. Don't come here with your wrong bang living. In rape little pitney, we map that killing. Black party chip, long grass clip, belly full one for shit. Fat grass me chip, select ya for shift to blood clot, the tip, the punch shot to clip. Me could tear we wave the ras clap, flick it. Mini care with tape reverse cartridges. Bad man village, rank charge it is become argue with. Them a say heart of war, hey, we a say laws of God. No fear though living on me heart, bad man. Just like King David, we not stop bad. And we no talk long. Yeah, this one way so can't walk on land. My act say we no fi spear not one. We general no man a ras madman, hey. The goddamn kill it, we march come for your dopey past that gimme. One like who no dark and wicked, that when decrease your chance of living. Them a pussy, them soft and timid, but UPK can't stop winning. Right now we dey laugh and chilling, but when war begin we not stop killing. Black party chip, long grass clip, belly full one for shit. Fat grass me chip, select ya for shift to blood clot, the tip, the one shot to clip. Me could tear we wave the ras clap licky. Mini care with tape reverse cartridges. Bad man village, rank charge it is become argue with. I saw me killer them ball, gun in a hand pan each got them hole. Be a tall rifle we bring a 10-fold, them blood class scope ya looking at them soul. Now make we bring a dead toll. Up with the food, now make it in a them cool. Tell me Sachin, say the thing I get cold. If me circle again, me say skin I get poor.
Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on the yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UBK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bass and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he give them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'll punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews.
Let's clap it up. You there? Kiaron, you there? That's right. We were game to come back in just now. A little technical difficulties. Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Yahabashim Shabrak, a thumb to the brothers. Yahashamal Tabashim Yashai to the sisters. All right, we're gonna start this another show, the breakdown. We will get into some topics. All right, some good topics. All right. All right, give me one.
Shalom.
All right, Israel. All right, so we have a couple stories here, right? And these stories come all the way from Jamaica. All right, just a few of them you'll get into. All right, touching on little things that going on the island. All right, K had one, he'll come on when he could. All right, but let's get started. Let's see where we're going to right now. All right, let's see. Should we start off here? Yeah, let's start off right here. All right. Start off right here. All right. With the whole voting. All right. We're going to start with the whole voting situation. All right. Now, as you know, Jamaica is one of the islands where brothers and sisters take the voting extremely serious. I mean, to the point where unaliving would be going on, right? Which lets you know for a fact that the oppressor has his hand on that island. And he's trying to weave a way for whoever he wants to be in power. But we get caught in the middle of it. We get caught in the middle of it. You understand? So now, let me see if I could pull it up. All right, so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. The story about arson and unaliving that took place right in Jamaica. All right. I'm gonna play a little bit. All right.
Because we are
So you could see what is actually going on the island. We ain't no different. You know what I mean? In America here. Or in the Caribbean on the whole. Right? And once you're not doing what the Lord said to do, this is what we're going to become. You understand? This is what we're going to become. The Bible is our book. It's our book. It's our records. You understand? And if we don't follow what the Lord says to do in that Bible, then things like these are going to happen. Right? Things like these are going to happen.
It's a democratic thing. Everybody have a right to choose who they want to choose. So we just hope to keep it and to keep politics out of this whole incident.
Right?
Now, the PNP's candidate, Jason Cummings, has also been speaking.
And this is what brothers and sisters fail to realize. Right? That whole voting, you think you're able to choose what you want to choose when it comes to voting. You understand? But that's not how the Lord wants you to choose. The Lord have his way of choosing. You understand? How many politicians came before these politicians and have anything in Jamaica or on your island change because of politics? Has it ever changed? No, but I could tell you what been changing. Things been getting worse and worse and worse. Right? Our lives are what? Going further down. You understand? The pecking order. All right? So let me continue a little bit again, and then we'll get some scriptures just to show you where the Lord is against us voting. Right? This whole democracy, that has nothing to do with our culture. That's not our culture. Our culture has nothing to do with democracy. You understand? We have a king. That king is Christ. Right? And we're going to get into the Bible. You're going to do what your preachers fail to do, because you're going to go to church and your preacher is going to tell you to go there and vote. He's going to mislead you into thinking voting is going to change something, when this is just another instrument of dividing us as Black people. You're on an island full of Black people. Now, what's going to divide you? We both poor. We both in the ghetto. So you learn the PLP and the JLP. You learn PNP and the JLP. You learn that divide you. You understand? You learn PNM and the UNC divide you. You understand? That should not be. But because of these Black leaders, because of poor leadership, this is going on in our country.
With our news team, Mr. Cummings said while he's disheartened by what transpired, the support has been inspiring.
My phone keep blowing up from morning. I get calls from all over because, the people are saddened by this, because here is the man who wants to do for the people. And
let me show you how we do stuff around here. Actually, my department uses
right, which goes to show you what's taking place on the island is something that leadership is going to have to take blame for. Your pastor is going to have to take blame for what's going on here. He's going to have to. All right. Let's get a little bit on it. Let's get Deuteronomy. All right. Let's get Deuteronomy 17 and 15. We show you Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. All right. Deuteronomy, what did I say? 17 and 15. All right. And we're going to see. Let's read in our records. Let's actually go into our records, right? So we can see. And what I'm doing here, you take this to your pastor. Take it to your pastor and ask him, what does this mean? And see what he says. All right? See what he says. And I guarantee you, he's going to be lying to you. Right? Because his agenda is not to have you follow Christ. He has another agenda. All right? Now let's look at this. This is Deuteronomy 17 and 15, right? Those of you who read the Bible, who go to church, right? No, you ain't. I know you ain't getting this, right? But I'm gonna give you it. Take it to your pastor and ask him what it is. Say, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, right? Whom the Lord thy God shall choose, right? One from among thy brethren. So the Lord have to choose that man that is over you. He's going to have to choose that man. You understand? And you know the Lord ain't choosing no sinner. You understand? Your politicians, do we have to, you know what I mean, have politicians on trial to let you know that the sinners? You understand? Like, why is this going on? Why are brothers losing their lives? Because of politics. It's a reason. We got to sit down and analyze it. The Lord is going to have to choose that king over here, that leader over here. And the Lord chose Christ to be that leader over here. That's who the Lord chose to be over here. Now ask yourself, did Christ vote? Did Christ go on, you know what I mean, had people following him and telling them, let's go vote for Caesar. Let's go vote for the Sadducees and Pharisees. No. Christ never pushed voting on his brethren. Never. What he pushed on his brethren is to observe what the Lord's statutes and commandments. You understand? And it says what? One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. You understand? That whole Jamaica politics where it start off with I believe in Michael Manley and Siaga and them. They are not your brothers. They're strangers. You understand? They're strangers. And this whole politics is not our culture. The whole democracy garbage is not our culture. And because it's not our culture, this is what's going to transpire if we don't pay attention. If you don't want to do what the Lord said to do, this is what's going to happen to us, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is what's going to happen to us. You understand? Now I'll play a little more, and then I'm going to get John 19 and 9. We go to Christ, who is supposed to be the king. That's the man who we're supposed to be following after. All right? Play a little more. Let's see. Let me get it back up. A little more for us. We can see what's taking place. All right?
You know, they are disheartened, but they are praying for us. They are giving me words of encouragement, and they even tell me that they're still solid behind me. This has not they have not lost hope.
Now, tension remains high here in the Lilliput community in St. James, following the series of events which transpired Thursday evening. Things are so bad that the leader of the opposition was supposed to tour the area, but we were told he was advised not to do so. Reporting from Montego Bay, St. James, I'm Anthony Lugg for TVJ News.
Right? He was what? He was told, don't come here. For what? Because of politics, we separating each other. You understand? We want to harm each other because of what? Politics. And this is something that England put on us. Right. You understand? I thought we were free people. If we are free people, why we have to follow after their way of life? That works for them. That has never worked for us. Right. All these years we've been independent. claim to be independent. You understand? Has politics work for us? No. Instead, guess who politics work for? Your politicians, because they get rich.
Right.
While you get poor. While me and you get poor, they get rich. And they keep giving you words, smooth words. You know what I mean? Soft words, promises. This gonna happen, that gonna happen. But from 1962 to now, where's the progress? Where's progress? Right. You had farmers about 50 years ago. Where are farmers now? Where they at now? Look at the schools. Look at what's going on with the schooling system. It's ridiculous for these politicians. Come on.
Shalom, sir.
Hey, shalom, sir. Ain't no swear, I know it be. Go ahead.
And you know what I mean, the thing about these politicians as well, sir. Many of you see that where you see I go on there with the violence. Many of them are connected with the same arsonists and people who do the violence. And that sometimes is why, you know what I mean, you see results like this. You understand? So they are not really far away from the people who do this. Them do it in retaliation. You know what I mean? Alleged, but I'm not saying this particular one is, but you know what I mean? Some of them are really connected, you know what I mean, to the people who would do things like this. So them feel like, say, boy, this is the way to react. You know what I mean? If one of them politicians get violent, it's lucky yourself.
Yes, you're right. Because I'll take them all the way back to when Siaga and what is it? Manley. Was it Michael Manley?
Michael Manley, kind of one concert.
Right. When Bob Marley had to do a concert to bring them together so the people could see, so they could have stopped the violence from taking place on the streets. Right? All that is because of the oppressor. You understand? Like they want that was basically, it's almost like America was fighting England for a place. You understand?
Right.
America, being a small horn, wanted to uproot England from Jamaica. And now we caught in the crossfire. We the pawns. You understand? Right? And that's politics in Jamaica, in the Caribbean. Right? It's not as bad as it is in the other Caribbean countries. You understand? But nonetheless, it should not happen. It should not. Give me John 19 and 9. Right? Let's see what Christ had to say.
This is the book of John, chapter 19 and verse 9. And went again into the judgment hall and said unto Jesus,
so this is when Christ, right, was basically was took into to the Romans, to Caesar,
right,
where he was betrayed by Judas, and now he's in front of Pilate, basically, right? Read on.
But Jesus gave him no answer.
They call it the judgment hall. You understand? So which means he was before Pilate, you understand? And he was supposed to what? Plead his case, basically. Why you're here? Was your reason why you're here? Right? Read on.
Right. But Jesus gave him no answer. Verse 10.
Meaning what? Christ ignored him. Christ literally ignored Pilate. Ignore him. Read on.
Verse 10. Then said Pilate unto him, Speak it thou not unto me? Know it thou not that I have power to crucify thee,
And
and
this
have
is the
power to release thee?
this is the problem with some of our black leaders who's supposed to be leading us. They're not following Christ. Why? Because Christ didn't fear Pilate, but your black leaders, they fear the oppressor. They fear him to the point where they will do everything to appease him, even if it means telling you to go vote for what? PNP? Is PNP?
One country.
And the JLP.
And
you understand?
One country.
Right? Even if it means telling you to go do that to get back, to get some money, they will do it. But not Christ. Not our king. Not one of the greatest black men to ever walk the face of the earth. Not him. Read on.
Gun. Jesus answered, Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above.
Right? And Christ cutting him. Christ is cutting him right now. Christ is telling him, basically, you have that power you have because it was given to you from the man who I work for. You wouldn't just come by that power just, you know what I mean, by luck or by hard work. No, that was given to you. Read on. All right, let me get it for him. Let me read from where he left off. Right? And this is what you're gonna have to we're gonna have to understand. We're gonna have to start putting these black leadership, these black pastors, we gotta put some pressure on them. You understand? We gotta start to press them and ask them, what is in that Bible? Tell me the truth. What's in that Bible? You understand? Because what you're getting here, I'm guaranteeing you, you take this to a preacher, he ain't gonna know what to tell you. Trust me. Right? Verse 12. And from thence, Pilate sought to release him. Right? And I should show you. You understand? Christ stand firm. Christ kept his integrity. And Pilate saw it and said what? He was trying to release him. But the Jews cried out, saying, If thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. You understand? And all of this is basically politics that the leadership back then was basically trying to use to get Christ killed, to remove Christ from his seat, because Christ was coming up against the way of life. He was coming up against it. You understand? He was coming up against the norm, as you would say. Right? Say, if thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whosoever maketh himself a king speaketh against Caesar. That's what we're going to have to understand. We are going to have to separate ourselves from our oppressor. Most of our black leadership cannot see a heaven on earth without this oppressor. When the oppressor is living right now on earth in his heaven, while you live in your hell, while we live in our hell, they're living in heaven. Your preacher ain't gonna tell you that. They love it. They come to Jamaica and do what? Buy up almost all the beaches and then block it off.
Right.
And now you can't go and bathe on a beach. Why? Because you want money? Because you're poor? No, it's because they're politicians who's selling your country out. Because they're doing this for money. They're no different than your preacher. Your preacher telling you everything you want, what you want to hear for money. You understand? And Vlad, if you're German and you want to join, can't join. You gotta be from this bloodline. But what you can do is you can pay some tribute. You understand? You can pay some tribute. Now, if you want to do that, now talk to me. We can get that squared away. All right. Where we at now? No, let me play this other one here. Let me start this one right here. This is the kicker right here. You can see the screen? Hold on. How did DJ say how to wheel again? All right, I'm gonna play it one more time, right? You there, Cad one?
Got one concert.
You want to explain to the audience what was going on here?
All right, so a particular politician, you know what I mean, was driving around on a political campaign and drove inside of somebody's yard. But the person who they drove into his yard, Slakia, this politician was allegedly paying people for votes. In another video, you could see them handing money through the window to a woman. So it seemed like they were paying people to vote. But the yard seemed to belong to the man that you see in the orange getting beat up. And he was of another party, another political party.
Who's the red? Who's the red?
The red is the PMP.
And the green is the
JLP, sir.
The JLP.
So the brother in the red, it's really orange still, but he came to the window of the car asking the politician why he's in his yard.
Oh, okay, I know. See,
and the yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, basically, it caused some verbal exchanges, and the politician came out, and to me it looked like the politician was the one who struck the first blow, sir. Salakia.
Wow. Yeah, that ain't looking good at all. Why? Because that is reminiscent of 50 years ago, where it was blood on the streets. Guns was coming in, and the both sides, it was basically a civil war. You understand? It was a civil war, and they was trying, to get either Manly in or Siaga in, which was two oppressors. You understand? We gonna have to stop this. We're gonna have to stop behaving and acting in these ways, because it don't look good. Just imagine, you are black man. The only difference is I have on a green shirt, you have on a red shirt, and now we fit into fight because we have different views, different opinions. But what about me and you being black? Why that don't come first?
Gun.
And then all the mess after. We can't be two black men fighting over, you know what I mean, what, pittance? You understand? and then you pull a gun to unalive a brother.
Right.
Thank the Lord he didn't pull the trigger, because he would have done dirty work for the oppressor.
Right.
You understand? He was fitting to do the work for the oppressor. You understand? We're going to have to leave out of this politics. Politics is the reason why we're in this state, is the reason why we're in this type of oppression. Without politics, without the church, we're going to look at each other like brothers and sisters, like black men, black women. We're going to look at each other like that. But because of the church, it divides us. Because of politics, it divides us. Everything that is not of this Bible, that the Lord is against, it is going to divide us. You understand? It is. Then you have the Rasta, which we come into, Rastafarianism, which we come into. You understand? So now you're a Rasta because I have a bald head. Because my head shaven, you ain't my brother. Because I don't give my life over to Selassie. You ain't my brother, but we black. Right. We Negroes. That should mean something. You understand? Like if that brother without them didn't have that concept or belief about the JLP and the PLP, you think he would have pulled out to threaten to take the life of another, of his brother, if that was what he see first, and not color and politics, right?
So that, yes, sir.
Come on.
If I may, sir, I remember, say too, during the 70s and the early 80s is when gang warfare was introduced to Jamaica with the same Michael Manley that you mentioned and Edward Seagan. So it is no surprise that, you know what I mean, in 2024, politics are bear these fruits same way. You know what I mean?
And it's almost so like I hate to cut in on you, but it's almost it's almost like this. It's almost like with the oppressor, he has what they call militias, but they really gang. But he label them militias so they don't, you know what I mean, they don't, that whole gang is gives it a negative feeling. It's like today with the Houthis, right? They call them terrorists. Now, once you get in that terrorist category, now guess what I can do? It's all bets off on the table. I can now unalive you. I could drop bombs on you. I can now engage and take your life, unalive you. You understand? And now everybody start looking at you like you the biggest monster. You understand? When that whole gang was really militias for them presidents or prime minister that was doing their dirty job. You understand? So the prime minister, he didn't have control of what? The military at the time. So guess what? He had to go form a militia. So guess what? He go form a gang.
Gun.
You understand? And now you call it a gang. So now once you label it a gang, no, guess what? The police had to come for you. You understand? Now you start, you know what I mean? Now you see where the whole division starts coming in.
Gun.
When we should just get rid of all of that. And follow Christ. And the man that right now that is following Christ is Commander Jerry Hanna. That's the man on earth who you have to follow. Commander Jerry Hanna left Kayadwa, Abadawan and Kayadwan on that island. You find these brothers and you follow them. You understand? Because they follow Commander Jerry Hanna. You understand? We're going to clean up Jamaica. We're going to clean up the Caribbean. We're trying to see something. Them politicians, we're gonna be a problem to them. we're gonna be a sore in their eye. Do you understand? Right? You think cartel have power, or these or us or them have power? Wait until Jamaicans and Trinidadians and Bajans and Grenadians really wake up to this truth, and you're gonna see real power. You understand? You're gonna see real power. You politicians, you preachers, you are right now, the Lord giving you a grace period. This is what you call a grace period. You understand? When the Lord ready for you, your grace period is over. You understand? But now you're in your grace period. Now I suggest you really open the Bible and start to read it before your grace period run out. Because once it run out, that's it. You're done. You understand? All right. So that's it with this one.
Concept.
All right. You want to hit the Rasta man.
Got one gun.
You know what I mean? Because I think what a day ago, 2 days ago, Bob Marley was on the scene. They try to reinvoke the spirit of Bob Marley.
Got one gun and failed. Yes. They failed. Based upon based upon reviews. You know what I mean? They failed because according to people who watched the movie was really trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's trash. Because the brother who they get to do it, was he a Jamaican?
Sir, it was an American.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Muta Baruch and them, they are how to put it? They opportunists. You understand?
Right.
And anything that could push them a little more to the forefront, even if it means, you know what I mean, like sacrificing known people, they will do it.
Yeah. Got one gun.
You understand? They will do it.
Got one gun, sir.
You know what I mean? And the person who did it, was he a brother? Who played the role?
Not sure. Who played the role?
Yeah.
Not sure. Not sure. I would have to search and find out, sir. Salakia.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Let me see. I'm gonna search here quick and find out.
Got one gun.
You know what I mean? Because as we all know, Bob Marley was a what? He was Caucasian as a Caucasian could be.
Got one gun.
Right? Right. Kinsley, I think Ben Adair.
Bender. Yes. So that your name, Kinsley Bender.
Ben Adair.
Ben Adair.
Yeah.
That no sound right already.
Yeah, it's sounding right. I know if I'm messing up his name or what. Yeah. But boy, we gotta watch it and then come and do a breakdown analysis on this garbage here that they're trying to, you know what I mean, push as being, you know what I mean, as being something that the Caribbean had to feel proud about.
Right.
Bob Marley was a Caucasian. Why should we have to feel like that? Okay. They say his maternal grandparents were from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
He's from the Caribbean. Yeah, so he might be one of us. Might. I ain't too sure. You know what I mean, I'm not too sure. I ain't gonna put all my you know what I mean, I ain't gonna put all my money on it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And if I may, sir, even if he's, you know what I mean, he's a Benjamite or Israelite, you know what I mean, the role that he played in reality is not one of honor because they got him playing an oppressor. You understand?
Yeah.
Bob Marley is an oppressor. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And now guess what? Guess who was rich 2 days ago? Guess who they made rich? They made the chocolate them unrich for Valentine's Day. And guess who get rich too? The marijuana man. You understand?
Ghana one gun.
Your
Ghana one
supply,
gun.
man.
Right.
So how you can sit down and watch about Marley and ain't want to light a spliff?
Right.
You understand?
Right. Ghana one gun.
That two go hand in hand. Chocolate for the woman, marijuana for the man.
Right.
You understand?
Ghana one gun. Yeah.
And everybody happy. One love.
Right. Right.
One love, and we at the bottom. Right? One love, and we still fighting for equality. Right? One love, and we still begging for love, for them to at least acknowledge us when we walk in your room. One love, right? Stop being fooled and played and being hustled, black man. Stop being hustled.
Right.
You understand? And and Bob Marley, I think they were saying that because of his belief, he did not want to follow through with what the doctors was actually telling him. The doctors was telling him he's going to have to cut that toe off to try and stop the spread of that cancer that he had. I think it had something to do with skin cancer, and it was aggressive.
Yeah.
He found it because it was painful. I think he was feeling pain in his foot, in his toe. Doctor tell him cut it off. And lo and behold, because he's a weed head, what does he say? He's going to try to do it the natural way.
Right.
The natural way. You understand? The natural way. You know what I mean? It don't pay trying to be like the oppressor. Be like the Israelites. Be like the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that's written up in the Bible. The Lord told us the physicians are there for a reason. You understand? Obey a physician. Your physician tell you to cut that foot off. You better cut that foot off to save your life. If you want a second opinion, go get a second opinion. But don't tell me you're going the natural way. You find some doctor that's going to give you all the herbs you want. Well, you gotta bury it with all our herbs too. Right. You understand? But let's listen to what this Rasta man had to say here. You want to give them a brief history on where the whole Rasta, you know what I mean, thing come from? The whole belief? Come on.
Concept. If I may, sir. Yeah, man. So Rasta thing start with well, it was Marcus Garvey followers who eventually became Rastafarians here in Jamaica. And Leonard Howell, who is the founder of Rastafari, was a follower of Marcus Garvey. In that time, Marcus Garvey left for the United States, and his followers remained here in Jamaica, and they started to hear about the coronation of Haile Selassie.
Yeah.
See? And then they started to make some connections which were not there, which one of the connections were in the Bible, saying that he is the black king that we should look towards. And they eventually started worshiping Selassie. While they were doing that, however, sir, Marcus Garvey was in the United States, burning out Selassie, calling him a coward. You know what I mean? Calling him all manner of coward because he fled from Mussolini and all them things. All right, so now with the followers here in Jamaica now, they kind of pick up some customs from East Indians who were here. You know what I mean? Who came here as indentured servants. You know, the dreads and the weed smoking was brought here, you know what I mean, by the East Indians. And they kind of blended that with synchronized that within their religion, and that is basically the culture of Rastafarianism, sir. So
yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell, right?
Gun.
Yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell, right? But
gun.
Right, and you tell them what them dreadlocks on the head is. What the East Indians call it?
All right, so the East Indians who they borrowed this hairstyle from call it Shiva Jattas. You understand? They wear that in reverence to their god, which is Shiva. You know what I mean? Shiva is the weed smoking god of the East Indians. You know?
Yeah, and that was one of the most what I call it again? That was something they had to do, like a ritual they had to do. They had to grow the hair, right? Them dreadlocks, and they had to smoke weed. Right? It's only them modern day Rastafarian today telling you don't have to smoke weed, but you can keep the locks. But you don't need the locks. You can have a bald head. What's your brother name that sing you don't have to have a Rasta to be a
Morgan Heritage, sir. You don't have to dread to be Rasta.
You understand? To be a to be a Rasta, right?
Right.
Meaning you could be bald headed and be a Rasta too. You're Rasta in your heart. You know what I mean? You understand? All right. But our brothers there, as you say, they're so misled into that whole Rastafarian was their way of rebelling. It's a rebellious way to grow your hair. It defines that you're not going with the grain. You understand? But that's why parents fight their kids on becoming Rasta, because it pushes that rebellious vibe. You understand? No, that vibe is good. That rebellious vibe to go against that Christianity, against that, it is good. But don't give it to Rastafarianism, because now you're going to worship another god. Now you're separating yourself from your people. You're separating yourself from your culture. You understand? Now you ain't no different than a Christian. And how I know that? Because you still celebrate Christmas with your ass. You still with all that locks, all that twisting you're doing. You're still gonna buy gift. You're still gonna bring the tree in your house. You understand?
Right.
And you're just like a Christian, where a Christian, they're not even thinking about what? Conquering. Nothing. Right? Christianity teaches you to accept your status, your position in life. Rastafarianism is the same thing. To accept your position in life.
Right.
That can't cut it.
So that, yes, sir. If I may,
come on.
That one love thing that you mentioned earlier is no different from God love everybody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing. So that,
yeah. He just write a song. That song good. It's song real good. But why it is my children have to be at the bottom while his children be on top? Why can't be one love with it being reversed, with the whole status being reversed? Why can't be one love like that? He will never allow that to happen. So guess what? He's going to create chaos in Jamaica. He's going to create two national parties that are forever going to be enemies to each other.
Right.
You understand? While he sits back with the IMF and raid your country of all its resources. All its resources. And then the Chinese come in, try to sneak in the back door to try and cut a deal with your parliament, with your politicians. You understand? While you suffer. You know what farmers, that's another thing we're going to look into to see how much farmers there was before all of this transpired, before the IMF started coming in and telling you what you had to buy, what you had to build. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
If I may, sir, before the IMF and them get involved, Jamaica had a thriving banana industry, you know what I mean? And coconut industry, jelly, you know what I mean? And after the IMF, all of that started to be, you know what I mean? The market was destroyed, and these things that we produce started to get imported in Jamaica. So,
yeah. You will know when you're on the right path. This is how you'll know when you're on the right path. When your people start coming together and bringing all the resources together.
Right.
When we start depending on each other. So if you have a goat farm, I'm gonna come get goat from you. If I have, you know what I mean, produce yam, cassava, you know what I mean, edibles, whatever you want, you know what I mean, whatever vegetables you want, you come to me. And we deal with each other like that. You understand? So now, you don't have to pay. Who you have to pay to go grass in Jamaica? You see all them green, them grass up in the hills. Who you paying to grow the grass? The Lord? The Lord asks you for any dime? No. You don't pay much for grass to grow. So if you have an animal eat that grass and grow, get big. You have nice soil. You plant, you learn how to plant. And now you start to deal with your people. But guess what? Somebody gonna come in and try and tempt you with a nice car, with the pretty clothes, with the gold chain, with everything. And guess what? You are going to have to hold on to integrity. Hold on to the fact that if you do it, you're no better than a politician. You're no better than them preachers that you're coming out and saying you don't want to be. All in your song, you're singing about, you want your son to become a priest. You want your son to become a politician. All of that. But what do you want your son to become?
Right.
You're going to have to find the UPK.
You're
going to have to find the UPK on that island. You're going to find Abada one. You got to find K one on that island. If you don't want your son to be a priest or a politician or a police, you got to find them men. Seek them out. All right, let's play a little bit of this here. Let's see what this Rasta have to say.
Enough research, watch documentaries on Selassie, just to find out.
Hold on, bro.
Selassie, I deal with. More know what Selassie, I deal with it. So I start buy up all them book them, start do enough research, watch documentaries on Selassie, just to find out that Selassie worship Jesus Christ. Selassie is a Christian.
So, sir, you might mute if you say something.
I said the man says Selassie was a Christian. So what are these Rastas doing? Where's Mutabaruka?
God.
He told, and he I think he swear by not reading the Bible. Right. I swear that the Bible ain't your book. But the man who you call Selassie, he believe in the book. He believe in Christ. Let's see what this brother had to say again. Let's see what more he had to say.
So look here, sir, before you continue, sir.
Come on.
So look here, if I may, sir. Mutabaruka, you know what I mean? He call himself a Rasta, but he's really more swinging to Pan-Africanism. You understand? He's in a double-mindedness where he know what comes with Selassie. You know, if you call Selassie, your God, he know it comes with what the Rastafarians claim, which is the Bible. Because them claim Selassie, the Bible is talking about Selassie, which is not true. See?
Right.
So him not really go so deep in a Selassie, but him still call himself a Rasta, which is Selassie's birth name.
Yeah,
and that
because
is hypocritical.
Yes, because he said he almost cried when he see the movie. Or he almost, or he did cry.
He said he did cry, sir.
Yeah.
He shed tears.
He shed a tear to see how they was accepting Rasta. When you're a grown man, who the hell cares?
Right.
How they accept you? You ain't know yourself?
Right.
You need people to accept you. You have some low self-esteem.
God.
You understand? Ain't nobody. I ain't had a word about nobody, especially in the world. You understand?
Right. God. Like
but,
you said,
but
sir.
You worried.
Sir. Like you said, he's an opportunist. Those tears were for somebody to see, you know?
Yeah. Because he trying to do something, trying to make money somehow, get in somewhere. Because I think he say he played a small role in the movie too.
Okay.
You understand? That's just we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. Yeah. We're gonna take it in. And we come in here and we go dissect that. All right, let's play a little more of this brother here.
Is telling all of his African brothers and sisters to read the Bible. Because there alone you can only find salvation,
your redemption,
and through Jesus Christ
and your true glory.
And Selassie even said that our mission as brothers and sisters is to share the good news of Jesus Christ with everyone.
Truly.
That is the mission of Rastafari. So if somebody is claiming to be a Rastafari, their mission is to lead their
Salakia, sir, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
Salakia, quick and fast, sir. I think Selassie would make a good Jehovah's Witness, if you ask me. Selassie would be an excellent Jehovah's Witness, going to people's house, knocking on them door and spreading the word of Jesus Christ.
How you say the good news?
The good news, Salakia.
Yeah. Yeah, and I want a Rasta to tell me what's going on here. Because he had locks on here. He looked like he had locks. No, I shouldn't say locks. I apologize. Dreadlocks. Because that ain't locks. All right?
Jattas.
Yes, that's Shiva Jattas. That ain't locks. What Samson had was locks on his ear, where it was what? It was braided lock. You understand?
I have it right here if you want it.
Come on, read it for them.
This is the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary, and it says, locks, in reference to the ear of the head. Locks render several different Hebrew words. In Numbers, the term indicates the unshorn and disshaven lock of the Nazarite. In Judges, the braided locks of the Nazarite Samson.
You understand? Braided lock. We mean, think about a lock. A lock has a what? Key to unlock it. That dread lock. You can't unlock that. That is dead here. You understand? Right. Samson had braids in his hair that was locked like the web. Meaning what? Braids. It was braided up. You understand? So you Rastas, I want you all to comment. I want you all to comment on this. What you all think about this? Is this Rasta talking the truth? Explain Rastafarianism to me. Where it all come from? Why it is we could look in history and see that the East Indians have something very similar to what you have.
Right.
But the only difference is you're taking some things out of the Bible, adding it to whatever book you are reading. What books do you read for them Rastas and them? What's the huh?
So like, I mean, what books them like to pull?
Yeah, meaning this. You know how we read the Bible, right? What's the Rasta man book? The Bible too?
Yeah, for the most part, the Bible and philosophies of Marcus Garvey and and Selassie's writings and teachings.
Okay. So they're all over the place.
And also whatever other African mumbo.
Yeah, so they're all over the place. You understand? But this Rasta trying to make claim that Selassie, who you like to claim is what? Christ or your God, he claimed he was Christian. I should show you. You know what I mean? All this religion, all this Rastafarianism, all this Christianity is just man-made. It has nothing to do with the Bible. You want to learn how to follow Christ, you want to learn how to follow what's in this Bible, you're going to have to find Abon and K1 on that island in Jamaica. You're going to have to. Ain't no getting around it. Ain't no getting around it. You are going to have to. The Lord is going to require it from us. Yes. You understand? All right. So with that, I think we come to the end of another, you know what I mean, the breakdown, you know what I mean, the show. All right. If you all like this, you know what I mean, like, share, subscribe, man. Share with a friend. You understand? This word had to get out so that our brothers and sisters, we could start waking up from the slumber we are in. We're in a slumber when we in this Christianity. We're in a slumber in this Rastafarianism. We're in a slumber believing in this politics. We are in a slumber, black man. We rock to sleep while the earth, while the oppressor is gobbling up the earth and getting rich. And how I know you're getting rich? There's more resort going up in Jamaica that don't belong to the black man. Which means he's getting rich and we are getting poorer. What are we going to leave for the sons? You understand? Yeah, you have anything to say before we go?
Just to add to your earlier point, sir, where you said, you know what I mean, the Rastas, the people them who get deceived by this Rastafari doctrine, you know what I mean, them not have knowledge. You understand? Because had they had knowledge, Zane, they would have known that Selassie was a Christian and he encouraged them to become, you know what I mean, a Christian worshiping that white Jesus. You understand? Then they wouldn't even be Rasta because your God served the God of the oppressor.
Yep.
You understand? And that is why the Bible says, kind of one cancer. That is why the scripture says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They are destroyed because they don't have knowledge. You know what I mean? And knowledge of the scriptures. Knowing that, look, you don't need Selassie to tell you how to serve our king. You know what I mean? Which is really a black man. You understand? In the Bible. See? You don't need the Rastafari religion or Christianity to tell you how to, you know what I mean, serve our God. Because this is our response, you know? So that's it.
Now you're right. You're right, Solia. That's it. I mean, like, share, and subscribe to the breakdown. You understand?
Yeah, I'm right.
Like, share, and subscribe, man. Share with your family, share with your friends, share with everybody. You understand? All right. And with that, you know what I mean? Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, sir.
Shalom. Yoshikatha.
You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one westward, sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Runners on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her. They don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on the face, but it's not concealing the pain. It's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lighters in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. You can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know life. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life.